Whitney Scott Bain is a journalist and has lived in Santa Monica for 44 years.
Hello, I'm Sandy Jacobson, and you're watching Meet the Candidates. Joining us today is Whitney Scott Bain. Whitney, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I really appreciate being here. This is a wonderful experience.
Good. I'm glad you're having fun running for office.
It's exciting. It really is.
It's hard work, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, let's talk about some of the issues facing Santa Monica. Let's talk about development. If you are elected, how would you decide which development agreements to support? What would your criteria be?
That's a good question. Basically, what we have to do is we have to get involved with the people of Santa Monica. What do they want? Do they want like more skyscrapers? Do they want more of this or that? No, I don't think they want that. I think they want more, I would say, well, for example, the Arizona, on 4th Street in Arizona project, they want to develop a 12-story building. I don't think that's right. There's a wonderful, wonderful ice rink that's there between November and February. That's what we need. We need an ice rink there permanently so that families and kids can enjoy themselves all year long. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, we have too many buildings. We have too many, affordable housing. And that's the other thing I want to know. What constitutes affordable housing? How much is affordable housing? What are the rents going to be? If some young man or young woman wants to start out and they're going to leave their parents' home and they want to get an apartment and all they have is a job at maybe $9 an hour, how are they going to afford one of these affordable housing units? They can't. So,
well, let's move it on now to transportation. Let's talk about the Expo line. What policies would you support to enable the city to deal with the influx, which would probably be an enormous influx of visitors and commuters to once the Expo line opens in 2016?
Well, first of all, we're going to need more police and fire department personnel because it's going to be huge. The other thing too, not everybody's going to be taking the Metro Link. A lot of people will still drive their cars. There's going to be a lot of congestion here in the city. What we have to do is, in order to get the people out, and there's a lot of gridlock, especially at after 3 o'clock, you can't get out of here. And on Fridays, after 1 o'clock, you can't get out of here. What we need to do is we have to work on the traffic signals of the major arteries to get these people out of Santa Monica to their homes, to their destinations, making the lights green for another 60 seconds, maybe 90 seconds, all the way through so that they have a flow of traffic. Work with West LA traffic as well, so everybody gets to their destination and we can unclog those arteries. It's going to get worse before it's going to get better.
It's hard to imagine it getting worse. Let's talk about drought. How can the city help landlords who own single metered buildings save on water when the tenants are not paying for it? How can they help get the tenants to save water?
That's a very, very good question. The problem with that is we live in a very diversified community, yet nobody really, we need unity. We need to work with everybody. And there seems to be an impasse there where it's like, I'm entitled to more water than you are. I'm entitled to, have my lawns watered and you aren't. Yours are supposed to be brown, mine are supposed to be bright green. We all have to work together as one, and that's the only way that we can get along. The other thing I came up with, we have an ocean out there, and what we need is a desalination plant. Tongva Park is 6 acres. We could easily adapt a desalination plant there and make it look aesthetically good with the park. It's simple. It's very, very simple.
You've already discussed affordable housing, but let's touch on it briefly. We don't have much time, but I want to talk about what you talked about. How can we best assist these people who, even with a Section 8 voucher, are finding it almost impossible to find affordable housing in Santa Monica?
That's good. That's interesting because it's like they do come out here, they try, they want to go to good schools, they want to have their children go to good schools, get educated, they want to have their children, go to school safely. It's difficult. They really do try, but the problem is that the people, they can't get jobs in the city, and that's what we need. We need to give people jobs in the city. Right. If you live here locally, then if you can get a decent job, then you can walk to work, you can bicycle to work, rather than having to drive to work all the time. You can take care of your kids. You can make sure that they get enough to eat.
Thank you, Whitney. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on Meet Your City Council Candidates. You can check out all our interviews on smvote.org. But most important of all is for you to go and vote. Thank you.